Hello. So today was the first time that I ever went somewhere on the bike, locked the bike up, walked around, and then came back home again. And it was the furthest distance I've ever gone, which is not very far at all. It was 24 kilometers, which I know to some people that's like nothing. But to me, that was a big deal. And before I actually went, I kept thinking about like how I was going to be, and this seems so ridiculous, but like how I was going to be like awkward that I was walking around with like a helmet in my hand, and that like, I had like my cycling shoes on and stuff like that, and just like would have felt like, oh, it's so obvious that I don't know, I felt like uncomfortable with the fact that I cycled, uncomfortable with the fact that like I had my bike there. It was like a nuisance, it would have been easier if I had a car, because I could have blended in easier, like everybody drives. And I was actually going somewhere to get my eyes tested, and when I went in, they were like, oh, you cycled here, like you cycled all the way from Burgao, which is like Burgao Lagash, it's 12 kilometres, it's not a fair distance. And they were like shocked that I'd actually cycled, or just not shocked, like shocked maybe too strong a word, but like surprised. They were quite surprised that I'd cycled. And I don't know, it's like that's surprising, but like I don't know, our world is so funny. But anyway, I felt when I was walking around with my helmet and knowing the fact that I'd cycled there, I actually felt really proud. Like I was kind of like, like I was actually standing in the supermarket afterwards, or like not afterwards, but like in between before I came back home again. And I had my helmet in my hand, and I was just thinking like, I cycled here. Like, I actually like, and it feels good. It feels good. So I don't know. It seems silly like to feel embarrassed about things like that, but I did feel embarrassed, and I felt the exact potatoes are ready. Felt the exact opposite afterwards. So now I am just carving the fuck up. I've got some sweet potatoes. These are like Portuguese sweet potatoes from the lady who cooks here, from her garden. So they're really, really nice. And then I just have that with some salad, and I also have some really nice rice kind of curry thing that I made yesterday. Does not look that appetizing, but it's so good. It's got like sultanas or raisins and sweet corn and loads of different shit in it, and it's very nice, very tasty. So I'm going to eat this, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to carb the fuck up.